Hey everyone, it's Jack here, Talk Norwich City. Welcome back to another video. The festive period very much in full swing now. Norwich City travel to the Den on Friday night to take on Millwall after a really disappointing 1-0 defeat on Boxing Day to West Bromwich Albion. This hasn't been an easy festive period for Norwich City, and it doesn't get any easier after this. It's Southampton at home on New Year's Day, but this does present an opportunity for the Canaries, who are still only 2 points off of the playoffs, to hopefully make some kind of forward step. Before we get into it, a massive thank you once more to Match Bingo for making these videos possible. They are a bingo app, but for football. Yes, combining two of the best things in life. They're giving away a free card for the Millwall against Norwich City game. All you have to do is go to the link in the description, follow your account, and you'll be able to find the Norwich Millwall game on there. You can get your free card. You can see mine on the screen. If you do play any of the paid versions on there, 50% of profits go to a charity of your choice. If you use the link in the description below, it will go to the East Anglian Air Ambulance, a brilliant charity, of course, here in the east of England. So playing along on Match Bingo for tomorrow's game, I've absolutely been loving it so far. I've won a couple of times already, and I know a few of you have as well. Links in the description. Match Bingo, great opportunity to get involved this Friday night with a free card. They don't do that too often, so get involved. The West Brom game was so disappointing for me, and the fact that even with 11 men on the pitch before the sending off of Borja Sainz, we didn't even look like ruffling the feathers of West Brom. We looked like we'd gone there to just try and sneak a draw. And actually, the form of the last month hasn't been too bad. There was a few decent performances in there. I think the performance against Huddersfield was fairly complete, and I thought we looked good for the most part of that. I thought the second half against Sheffield Wednesday was good, and we looked energetic. And then we kind of regressed into that team that we were used to, probably throughout kind of October and November, where we looked really, stodgy and a lack of willingness to get forward, and that really disappointed me. To kind of cap it off, of course, we had the sending off to Borja Sainz, who will miss this game against Millwall. But the substitutions at half-time, Hanley came on, Bart came on. I think it was in replacement for Rowan Barnes, and it just kind of sent, we were waving the white flag at that point. Millwall I expect to be slightly easier. Now, they are coming into this off the back of a 2-0 win against QPR. That was at home. That was on Boxing Day. But before that, they were on a truly turgid run of form. I think it was one win in... It's a long way back, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. And then you've got to go a long way back. I think it's 2 wins before Boxing Day since the 3rd of October. They lie just outside of the relegation zone. They're 6 points clear of QPR in 22nd. We dispatched of Millwall fairly comfortably at Carrow Road back at the start of the season. That was when we were in a decent run and Josh Sargent was playing and everything looked bright and rosy. Millwall should be a side that we should be beating. I would very much suspect if we fail to beat Millwall and the performance isn't good, then once again there's going to be serious question marks around David Wagner's ability to manage this side going forward, particularly when you've got the January transfer window looming. And it would be strange to go into a January transfer window with Wagner, who will be picking the transfer business that's done alongside Ben Napper, of course, if he wasn't the man to take us forward for the rest of this season. We sit in 12th, and like I said in my match review against West Brom, it kind of feels that's exactly where we deserve. Now, we're clinging on to this fact that we're still only 2 points off the playoffs, and look, things can change and turn quickly. But we're only kind of 3 points above being in 15th place. So it's really fine margins in this division, and it does feel very similar to that of last campaign where we were 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points off the playoffs. You're still only within a couple of wins of being there, but we were just really lacking. I think having seen West Brom, there's probably one playoff spot up for grabs. I think West Brom, Leeds, Southampton, Ipswich and Leicester all look a cut above the rest in this division. But you do have that chasing pack of Sunderland, Hull, Bristol City, Preston, Watford, Cardiff, ourselves, Coventry, Middlesbrough, Blackburn, all the way down to 15th, you would say, who've got a chance of top 6. As I say, Millwall in really poor form. You look at their squad, it is lacking quality. And I think that's the big frustration for me, is you look at some of the sides in this division, and no disrespect to Millwall, because we are, we have parachute payments, and the financial power of Norwich City over the past decade should mean that we have a far superior squad to that of Millwall. But we're still travelling there going, will we win, won't we win? It's not a foregone conclusion. They've got a couple of players in there that look okay. I've always quite liked Bradshaw up front. Watmore is an interesting one. It was a young prospect, hasn't quite developed quite as I think a few predicted, but they've leaked goals. They've not scored too many this season. It was a great winner at the Den last season. Let's hope we can replicate something like that. I'm still very much of the opinion that, unless we change head coach, we are just going to be kind of a couple of wins here, a couple of defeats there, just meandering through this season to eventually finish, around about mid-table. Let me know if you're going. Really intrigued. It's always a fun one going to the Den. Friday night, under the lights, it should be exciting. I just want a decent performance to get behind, something to really go, okay, we can cling on to that, and that gives us hope. That would be absolutely lovely. So Norwich, let's see it. Follow along on Match Bingo. Links in the description below. Of course, Borja Sainz, the one who will be suspended, so expecting to see Onel Hernandez come back into the squad. I hope that there's forgiveness for Borja Sainz. I think he will learn a lot from that, and hopefully Wagner doesn't, punish him too much, because he's been a real shining light of the past couple of weeks or so, and it would be great to see him just reintroduced straight back into the squad once that suspension is done. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye.